that we are not able to take it back. No, I'm not able to take that.
Leave it, Chaitanya. You can continue.
Oh, so in the last sessions we have been discussing like how to do the simple mapping and how to do the filter and rank transformation we have discussed, right? Today's session I'm going to discuss about the new transformation, that is expression transformation. So what is this expression transformation? Why we use this expression transformation? This is a type of passive transformation. This is a type of passive transformation which allows you to calculate the expression for each record. The expressions are created with the following types of codes. The expressions are created with following types of codes. What are the types of codes? Input code, output code, and variable code. These are the three types of codes expressions are created with. Input code, output code, and variable code. Yesterday we have seen input code is something like it's receiving the input from source. Output code is something like it's providing the output to the target. Variable code is something like where we can calculate the expression for temporary purpose. Okay. Here the expressions whatever we want to write, we can write either in the output code or in the variable code. The expressions can be developed either in variable code or in output code. The expressions can be developed either in variable code or in output code. Okay. So here we define the expression transformation to perform data scrubbing and data cleansing. We define the expression transformation to perform data scrubbing and data cleansing. In the basics and we have discussed about the data scrubbing and data cleansing. What is data scrubbing? Deriving a new attribute. If you want to add a new column, we can add it. Data cleansing. Cleansing is something like where we convert all the inconsistent data into a consistent format is what we call it as cleansing. Right? Okay. So here expression transformation allows us to use functions. We can use functions, whatever the functions we wanted we can use. We can use arithmetical operators. Any arithmetical operators can be used here to build the expressions. To build the expressions we can use any functions or we can use any arithmetical operators also to build the expressions. Okay. Let me show you a simple example where we are going to use the expression transformation. For example, let us think in the Scott Tiger source we have a table EMP, and in our target database, that is in our Batch7a2z, that is our target database, right? So Batch7a2z or Batch7a2z. In our target database, we have an empty target table that is C_expression. In the source, we have all the columns like number column, name column, salary column, department number column. We have all the columns like this. So the same columns we have in the target table also. Number column, name column, salary column, department member column. We have all the columns, and along with these columns, let's think I have an additional column that is tax. That means we need to calculate the tax for each and every employee, the concept of scrubbing. Okay, we need to calculate the tax for each and every employee. But the tax column is not coming from the source. The tax column is not coming from the source. So we are going to add a new column here, tax, and we are going to build our expression. In the transformation here, we are going to build the expression transformation, and we are going to calculate our own expression. And we are going to calculate our own expressions like salary into 10% or salary into 16%, whatever it is. Depending upon the requirement, we are going to calculate the expression, and we are going to pass that one to our target column. Okay, so here when we want to develop these expressions, we can develop either in the variable code or in the output code. Anywhere we can develop the expression. Okay, so here when we are building the expressions, we can use any functions, we can use all the operators, anything can be used to build the expression. Okay, let me show you with an example how to do this. First, let's log in into our Oracle database. See, everyone who is facing the issue, always make sure that Oracle services are started first. It should be started, it should not be starting. It should be started. All the Oracle services here. 3 services are started for me. And even the Informatica service also. See here, since I am having 8.6, I am having Informatica orchestration server, but since you are using Informatica 9, you will just have only Informatica service. So make sure that your services are started. Minimize this, don't close this, minimize this, services. Now go to your Oracle database. So log in with the username, that is Batch7a2z. Some credentials we have provided, right? So give the same thing, Batch7a2z, Batch7a2z, or here. You are logging with the target database. Oh, now let us set the line size and let us set the page size. Set line size, set page size. Okay, let me create an empty target table. Create table T_expression as select star from sort.emp where 1 equals to 2. We created a target table. But if you see the structure of target table, you have all the columns of EMP table. You have all the columns of EMP table. But according to the requirement, I want to add a new column tag. Okay, okay, fine. So till now it's fine. We created a source table and we created a target table without the tag column. Fine. So let's drag both these sources and targets onto the Informatica workspace. Open our repository manager. Connect, give the username and password. So, log into our folder. Okay. So let's drag the sources and targets onto the workspace. EMP is the source. Okay, fine. Go to the target designer. Target designer is the place where we are going to import the target definition. So go to target menu. Click on import from database. So it will ask you for the ODBC name, username and password. Provide the details. Whatever the username, password, ODBC name we have, provide the details. Click on connect. It will display all the tables that are existing in the target database. So these are the tables which are existing, and in this I wanted the target table T_expression. Select that. Okay. So you have the new column here. So according to the requirement, I want to add a new column tax, right? So I can add it here in the Informatica level. Double click on the target. Go to the column tab. See here, you can see some symbols over here, right? Add a new column, cut a column, copy a column, move the columns up and down. You can do whatever you want. For example, I'm adding a new column, that is tax column, and it belongs to numeric data type. I'm adding a new column, tax column, and it belongs to numeric data type. Okay. Save it. See what I did here? I added a new column, tax column in the Informatica workspace. But if you observe in the Oracle database, you won't have a tax column. You won't have a tax column. Okay. If this is the case, you generally get an error actually. See, always remember the number of columns in the Informatica should be the number of columns in the Oracle database as well. But here we don't have an additional tax column. But here you're able to see the tax column. So in this case, you'll get one error. I first show you what is the error, and then I'll show you how to overcome that. Okay? Fine. Save it. Okay. Now let's create a mapping. Every mapping is uniquely identified. We create it in the mapping designer. Mapping menu, click on create. So enter a new name for the mapping. You're entering some names here. Okay. So you can just drag the source and targets onto the Informatica workspace. What is the source here? EMP is the source. So if the source is coming from a relational table or a flat file, by default we have the source qualifier transformation associated with the source. So you have the source EMP. Fine. Now you have the target. Target is C underscore expression is the target. So drag that target also onto the Informatica workspace. So you have the source and you have the target. So in our requirement, we need to calculate the tax. So for that, between the source and the target, let's create a transformation, expression transformation. See here, you can see many symbols over here. You can use any of these transformations, or else you can directly go to transformation menu, click on create. So it will ask you to select the transformation. In our requirement, we wanted expression, so I'm writing expression. Create. Done. So an expression transformation is created. So now you can copy all the columns from source qualifier to the expression transformation. Perfect. You can connect all the ports to the target as well. But we wanted an additional tax column. Did you observe? We wanted an additional tax column, but tax column is not coming from the source. So when we want to write some expressions, that concept is called as scrubbing, deriving a new attribute. Even though the column is not coming from the source, we can derive a new column in the target. So for writing this expression, double click on the expression transformation, go to the port tab. Here you can add your own port tax column. This belongs to decimal data type. So here when you're writing, remember when you're writing the expressions, you can write either in the output port or in the variable port. If you observe here, see, you can see in blue color, right? Why it is coming in blue color is because of the input port selection. Now see, you can get in black color and you can see one expression editor icon also. That means I wrote one point here, right? So here we can develop the expressions either in the output port or in the variable port. See here, if I make it as output port, I'm able to write the expression. Even if I'm able to make it as variable port, I'm able to write the expression. But if I make it as input port, see, it is coming in blue color. I'm not able to write any expression, right? So input port is something like it's receiving the input from source. Output port is something like it's providing the output to the target. Variable port is something like it's providing the data for temporary storage. Okay. And whenever you want to write the expressions, you can write the expressions either in the output port or in the variable port. So here for time being, let us think I'm writing the expressions in output port. Go to the expression editor window. See, click on this icon. Automatically it will guide you to the expression editor window. So here you can write your own formula. See, functions. You can see many functions. Whatever the functions you wanted, you can use here. Or else you can take salary into 10% something. You're writing like this. Salary into 10% something you're writing. Validate. You're checking whether what you have done is correct or not. Yes, it's passed successfully. Okay. Okay. Apply. Okay. Fine. Now you can connect this thing to the target. Save it. Any questions as of now? Anyone?
Can you just quickly show that column, please? That salary into 10.10.
Double click.
Yeah, that's port.
Adding a
Okay.
new post here. See here. Here I'm adding a new post. I made it as variable, output. Just click
Okay.
on this icon. See, everything will be in blue color. Only this will be in black because I made it as output post. Whenever
Okay.
you want to write the expression, you can make it either in the output or in the variable. Okay. So click on this. See, you can see post here, right? Just I made salary into salary into 10%. You can type or you can copy it from, you can use this keypad also, your wish. Validate. You're checking whether what you have done is correct or not. Yes. Okay. Apply. Okay. That's it. Clear? Okay, fine. So now let me create a session and let me create a workflow. Because till now whatever we have created in the designer, only the metadata will be there. But in order to load the data from source to the target, you need to create a session and you need to create a workflow. Any questions? Sorry, I heard someone's voice. Okay. So here in the task developer, we are going to create a session task. Task to create. We're going to create a session task here. Create. Select the mapping which is associated with the session. So after we create the session, we should give the reader and writer connections because integration service, that is our Informatica server, can't understand from where I should read the data and to where I should write the data. So we have to give the reader and writer connection. For that, double click on the session, go to the mapping tab. From left to pen, select the sources, and here give the reader. See, click on this icon. Give the reader. Reader is coming from Batch7a2z reader Oracle. Apply. Similarly, select the target. Give the writer connection. Batch7a2z writer Oracle. And target load time should always be normal. Apply. Okay. Save it. Save it. Fine. Now you create a workflow. Workflow designer is the place where we create a workflow. So go to workflows menu, click on create, give the workflow name. Now you can drag the session beside the workspace. Link the task. Save it. Execute your workflow. Now when you're executing, you'll get some error. I'll show you what is the error you'll get. The session will fail for us now. As I told you, see here, the session is being see, for Batch7a2z is our folder. Our session is failed. If we get the status, right click on the session, get session log. You'll be able to find all the logs here. See here. It is showing very clearly database error occurred. Tax invalid identifier. Writer execution failed. Writer run terminated. It is showing error in the target table. That means, see, you're not able to find the tax column in the database level, but you're trying to insert the data into the tax column, adding a new column in the target, in the Informatica level. That is the issue it's showing. So that is the reason, always remember how many number of columns we have in the target, the same number of columns should be in the database also. So for doing this, we have two methods. As you're aware, one thing is we can alter the table in the database level itself, like alter, table name, add column name. Whatever the column you want to add, you can add the column name. That is the first approach. This is the first approach. You can alter the table in the database level. That is in your Batch7a2z, you can alter the table. So tax column will be added. The second approach, what you can do, see here, let me show you. Go to your Informatica workspace. Go to the target designer. Now go to target menu, click on generate or execute sequence. Click on the option generate or execute sequence. Click on that. So once you click on that, it is showing you not connected to target. You should first make sure that you're connected to target. Click on connect. It will ask you for the ODBC username and password. Provide the details. Batch7a2z, target Oracle, Batch7a2z, username. 7a2z, connect. And defaultly select all these options. Generation option, default select all the options. After you select, click on generate and execute. So it will ask you, do you want to overwrite? Yes. Okay. See, internally, if you want to check what is happening, click on edit SQL file. This is what internally is happening. The previous table is getting dropped and the new table is getting created, adding the tax column. Close this and check in the database. Close it. Save it. Now check in the database. Can you see this? The tax column is being added at the database level. We did not modify anything in the database level. We just added a column in the Informatica level and we have clicked on generate and execute. Because of this option, automatically it's creating a new SQL statement. The first thing is you have to connect. It's already connected. If it's not connected, you have to connect to the target. All these default options should be selected. After that, click on generate and execute. So it will ask you, do you want to overwrite? Okay. So internally, a SQL statement will be processed. See, down also you can see the output window also you can see this. Can you also see the output window? See here. In the output window you can see this. This is what is happening internally. So if you can't view in the output window, you can go to the edit SQL file. It will show the same statement. Okay. So this is how we can do actually. So now, since you made some modifications, let's rerun the workflow again. It's showing the status succeeded. Let's view the output. See here. The tax is being calculated for each and every employee. Here. Any questions? Anyone, any questions regarding the expression transformation?
No.
Okay, if there are no questions, I'll go to the next transformation. Okay?
Chaitanya, can you please double click on this table T underscore expression once?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you can't add.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to check what is the type of this text. It's an input, right? Okay. Yeah. Input. Okay.
Observe one thing. See, in SQL, we have it in numeric data type. In Informatica, we have it in decimal data type. The same thing is converted into decimal. In SQL, we have ename as var char2, but in Informatica, we have a string data type. By default, it will get converted. If you're checking for this, I'm just letting you know. the source is coming from the relational table, if the source belongs to numeric data type, in Informatica, it will automatically be converted into decimal data type. If the source in the relational database is varchar, it will automatically get converted into string data type. Okay?
What?
Yeah, okay. This is what we call it as expression transformation. Okay. So I have an assignment for you all. So what you all need to do is, this is the assignment. Calculate the tax for top 3 employees based on salary. Based on salary. Who belongs to sales department. This is the requirement. You need to write this. Okay. This is your requirement. You need to calculate. You need to do this exercise. If you observe, here I am asking you all to do 3 transformations in a single mapping. First, you are going to calculate the tax for top 3, rank, sales department, filter. All the 3 I am asking you all to do in a single mapping. Okay? Just give me 1 minute. I just close the door and go. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So, all the 3 you have to do in a single mapping. We have discussed as of now 3 transformations, right? All the 3 transformations you have to do in a single mapping. This is your assignment. We can check on Monday. I'll continue with the next session. Okay? Is the question clear for everyone? I want you all to calculate the tax. See how this will be. We have the source EMP table. We have source qualifier. Here you have to create a filter. In the filter, I wanted particularly sales department. So you can take D name is equal to sales, because you can see here sales department. D name is equal to sales. So after this, we wanted to calculate the rank. You can use the rank transformation. And in the rank transformation, what is the requirement here? We need to calculate the top 3 ranks. So in the properties, we can set top 3. Okay, and you can take, here we have the option, right, like rank code, take a salary code as rank code. Rank code will be salary code. After this, write the expression transformation. And in the expression transformation, you already had added in the target. So in the target, you already have the tax column, and along with all these columns, we have the tax column here. Along with all these columns, we have the tax column here. So you need to do whatever we have done as of now, salary into 10%, you should do here in the expression transformation. You should move all these codes to the target. So this is how I want you all to build the mapping. This is your assignment. Can I move to the next topic?
Yes.
Okay. So let's discuss about sorter transformation. What is this sorter transformation? Why we use this sorter transformation? This is a type of active transformation. This is a type of active transformation which sorts the data in an ascending or descending order. In an ascending or descending order. In an ascending or descending order. The force which is participated. The force which is participated in sort operation is defined as key force. Is defined as key force. We use sorter transformation for eliminating duplication. We use sorter transformation for eliminating duplication. Okay. The sorter acts as an order by clause in sequence. The sorter acts as an order by clause in sequence. Okay. Let me tell you. First, let us see how the sorter will work. Order by. So if you remember, if you just see the EMP table, how the data will be in EMP table, this will be like this, right? So we have 20, 30, 10. We don't have any particular order. But if I want to sort all the data in a particular order, for example, I want to sort the data either in ascending or descending order. I want to sort all the records either in ascending or descending order. How will you do this? Select start from table name, order by department number. You are sorting the records in order by. Order by is something like by default it will take ascending order. So all the 10, 20, 30, all the columns will be like this in ascending order. By default it will be in ascending order. So the same operation, how you perform in Oracle database, the same thing we can do it in Informatica also. The same thing. We can sort the records in either in ascending order or in descending order. For performing this, we use a transformation called as sorter transformation. See here, what we are adding here, this is a type of active transformation which sorts the data in an ascending or descending order. In interviews, if they ask about sorters, they'll ask you why sorter is active. For sure, they'll ask you why sorter is active. See, in the sessions, if you remember, we have discussed active transformations and passive transformations. What is active transformations? Active transformations are something like it will change the number of records. Right? It will change the number of records and moving from source to target. For example, I have 10 records in the source. I can have only 5 records moved to the target. That is what we call it as active. It will change the number of records and moving from source to target. But here this is not the case. In order by clause, what we are doing, we are just sorting the records either in ascending order or in descending order. There is no elimination taking place. Then why it is active? Why sorter is active? So you should tell them this is a type of active transformation which sorts the data either in ascending order or in descending order, and the force which is participating in sort operation is defined as key force. For example, here we are sorting by department first. So this department number will be the key force. As well, here in sorter transformation in properties tab. In properties tab we have the distinct option. We have the distinct option. Because of this option, we call sorter is an active transformation. Because of this distinct option, we call sorter is an active transformation. Okay? Because of this distinct option, we call sorter is an active transformation. So let me show you how this will work. So let's take the same Scott diagram. Let's take the same Batch7a2z, Batch7a2z target. Let's take the same EMP table. Let's create an empty target table T underscore sort. Let's see which user you are. Now let's create an empty target table. Select start from for.emp where 1 equals to 2. This is function DEST T underscore sort. you see the data, there will be no data. We just created an empty target table. Fine. Okay. So now let's drag both the sources and targets onto the Informatica workspace. Source analyzer. In the source analyzer, you already have the EMP. Okay. Go to the target designer. Target designer is the place where we are going to import the target definition. Target menu, click on import from database. Give the ODBC username and password. Select the table. T underscore sort is the target table. So you can see the T underscore sort metadata onto the Informatica workspace. Save it. Now let's create a mapping. Every mapping is uniquely identified, so we have to give a new name for this mapping. Drag this source and targets onto the workspace. EMP is the source. T underscore sort is the target. So we have the source and we have the target on the Informatica workspace. Now between the source and the target, let's create a transformation called a sorter transformation. Let's create a transformation called a sort. Okay. Let's drag the columns from source qualifier to the sorter. Now double click on the sorter. Go to the port tab. See here, you can see port name, data type, precision, scale. I means input port. It's receiving the input from source. O means output port. It's providing the output to the target. And whatever the port you want to sort the records, that will be the key port. For example, if I want to sort department wise, this will become the key port. If I want to sort salary wise, that will become the key port. So depending upon your requirement, you can take anything. And see here, it's showing you, it's asking you whether you wanted the data in ascending or descending. I want the data in ascending. Perfect. Now come to the properties tab. You can see the option here, distinct, right? Distinct is something like which will eliminate the duplicate record. Distinct is something like which will eliminate the duplicate record. See, I will show you for example. Select distinct department member from EMP table order by department member. So we are performing this. The same thing if you want to perform in Informatica, you use the distinct option. Okay. So distinct is something like which will eliminate the duplicate records. Order by is something like which will sort the records either in ascending order or in descending order. Got it? Because of this option only, we call sorter is an active transformation. Because of this option only, we call sorter is an active transformation.
So, Chaitanya, duplicate is only on department number duplicate or entire row?
Entire. See, if I select this key, you can see all the keys. Everything will be selected as distinct.
Then rows, each row is distinct, right? Each row, if you take the entire row.
If I click the distinct option, everything will be selected. All columns will be keyboard.
Okay.
So if you wanted particularly department, then you have to add some more transformation, that is filter, giving only department number, whatever the department you want, and then sort the record.
Yeah, right. But in the SQL, it showed only it came only 3 rows, right? But in the real, if we apply this, we'll get all the rows, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Sagar.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
That is the reason I didn't check this option. If I didn't check only the key which I wanted as the department member key will be selected. Now you can move all the codes to the target. Save it. Now let's create a session and let's create a workflow. Select the mapping which is associated to the session.
Chaitanya, can we give like multiple short ports over here?
Yes, we can.
Then how we will define the order? Like for example, I want to sort first department number and then salary, for example.
Generally, that is the case. Then we have to write another SQL query in the source qualifier itself. We can write.
Okay.
No, you can change the upper and down key, right, Chaitanya? Upper and down key to change the column positions.
Yes, just to change the column position.
Yeah, so you can change the column position.
Department number here, if I move it up, the column will be going a little bit up.
Right. So wherever you want, you can keep it. Yeah.
Keep it, yes. But if you always keep it beside this target, it's always better for you, right? You can clearly understand. If I keep something like department number on the top, see here, mapping is something like that. See, here you're having only 10 columns, it's okay. But if you're having some 355 columns, it will be little bit difficult for you, right? So you can identify, like how it's coming from the source, you can identify. See here, like this you can identify. Father, is this the question you're asking?
No, I didn't ask a question. I mean that you can change the order with the arrow keys, right? The column order. And the thing here, you are mapping, it looks like it will comes as a group by it is not. It won't come as a duplicate elimination duplicate, right?
Here, what I'm doing right now in sorter is I'm just sorting the records. That's it.
Okay.
We are not applying any distinct. Generally, when we are using an aggregated transformation, it's always better for us to sort the records. That is the reason we use the sorter prior to aggregated in most cases, 90% cases.
No. Then what is the criteria to eliminate the duplicates here? If you want to eliminate the entire row duplicate.
No, we just have the option. If you want to entire row, or I didn't get your question.
No, see, if it is a similar row, if so multiple rows won't be there is a chances of the duplicate rows, right?
Yes.
So in the source table, so we want to eliminate while loading before loading into target, we want to eliminate the duplicate rows.
No.
So how can we do that?
We can do in source qualifier. We can use the distinct option.
So it will eliminate complete duplicate rows?
Yes. You can write your own query here. We can do that.
Okay. So right now in this we are just sorting in this expression.
Yes, we are just sorting. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So we are creating a session, and at the time of creating the session, let's give the reader and writer connect. Okay, see here, it is showing the mapping has changed. Do you want to refresh here? Save it always. Okay, now give the reader and writer connection. Reader is coming from Batch7a2z reader Oracle. Target is coming from Batch7a2z writer Oracle. Now let's create a cursor. Session beside the workspace. Link the task. Save it. Start editing. It is showing the status, but it is successful. See, for viewing the output, we generally go for this, right? Select star from t_start. We can view the output in the Informatica level output. I'll show you how. See, this is sorting the record. I'll show you in Informatica also. Right click on the target definition, preview data. So here also you can give the credentials. Batch7a2z target Oracle. Give the username. Batch7a2z. Connect. Here also you can view the output. So two methods. You can view the output at the SQL level, or you can view the output at the Informatica level also by clicking preview data. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, start the any questions regarding the topic whatever we have discussed?
Yeah, Chaitanya, if you want to sort on the basis of more than one column, then
Sort the target, right? Just not show you, right? One second. We have an option here. See, you can select that whatever the column you wanted. Okay, Sagarika.
but the order, like if you want to sort first, like the department number or the commission, so like the order, how did it matter? Like
that's what I'm saying. That is not possible here. That's what I'm saying. So that in that case you have to go for another transformation, that is source qualifier transformation.
Okay.
That is what I'm just discussing when they are asking the question.
Chaitanya, next class, can you show us how to eliminate the duplicates with the port?
In which one you're asking about source qualifier?
Yeah, so to eliminate the entire duplicate row. Can you show us the example next class? No, do we have duplicate rows in our source? No, there is no duplicates. So duplicates won't allow. I mean, EMP number is unique.
Yes, it's unique actually.
So then we have to create a new table for right?
Yes, we'll create a new table.
Okay.
I think in EMP1 I have the duplicate. Let me check. Here also I don't have this. Okay, anyhow we can discuss.
No, entire row should be same, right?
Nothing, not needed.
Only the key fields?
Key fields.
Oh, okay. So which are the key fields in this table PMP1, Chaitanya? See, we can't hear you, Chaitanya. There is no voice for us.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can. Yeah.
Okay.
So first two
Here,
columns in the EMP one, first two columns are key fields. I mean composite key.
employee number is only the composite.
Oh, okay.
You can take employee name also.
Okay, so the just
So in the
employee number is
SQL,
a key. Okay.
so in the SQL query, you just click on this expression editor, and you can click on generate SQL. It will just fire you the query which is being taken from the Oracle database. So here you can do whatever you wanted using the where clause. How we do in the SQL, the same thing can be applied here. Okay? Where, like if you wanted to sort order by salary something, next department number, the year. You can do anything, whatever you wanted. Can you see this? Sagarika and Sagar.
Yes.
The same way you can perform. So automatically this will get sorted first and then the second one will get sorted.
Oh, you are showing the order by or duplicate elimination
If you
expression.
want duplicate elimination, you can take this thing. This thing.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to change the SQL query for that, SQL query for that.
Yes. So whatever the data is being coming from the source there itself, we are respecting. We are taking only the data which we wanted and whichever order we want.
Okay.
Got it?
I'm not clear. I mean, how which row it will take and which row it will eliminate.
Generally, when we use this thing, what will happen? First, if we use this thing, what will happen? We are having only 16 rows, right?
Right.
The previous, the duplicates, whatever we have, those are getting eliminated. The same concept will be applicable there also. So if you wanted something like this, for example, if you want to go for group by, as I told you, in much of the cases, we use the group by here only. String from employee member, from a department member, from MP1, group by department member. Yeah, we can't take this as a difference.
No, if you use group by the either you have to use the.
Sorry, Saga?
No, you cannot use group by and distinct together. I mean,
No, we can use
you have
this
to use
thing.
either expression.
Means we are all the adding the function. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. First, tell me like the information what we are discussing queries we wanted, we can write it here.
Okay, yeah. Let me try that. So, so you want me to uninstall this and reinstall it? So you said you are going to do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chaitanya.
So Chaitanya, you have to write the SQL queries. There are no other ways. Like you have to change the SQL queries and then only there'll be the necessary changes.
I didn't get the question, Sagar. Come again. Sagarika, you're telling something. Can you please come again?
Yeah, like I was saying, like you have to make the necessary changes in the SQL queries only. Like there is no other way in which we can, like for that order taken, we can store those orders and all those and the group by clauses and all those. Like you have to make the change.
No.
Yeah.
Sagarika, actually in Informatica, how we have it, each thing can be done in single place. So the order by what we are speaking about can be done either in SQL or that is in source qualifier or in software.
Your voice is not clear, actually, Chaitanya.
No. Actually, my some internet problem. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. So just go through this, and if you have any questions, you can discuss my next session. Okay.
Yeah, mine actually is not getting connected to the repository only. That's the thing.
I'm making you the presenter. Just share your screen and show me.
Okay.
So can I uninstall mine, Chaitanya?
Yes, Sagar. Yes.
Okay. I am uninstalling. Thank you.
Did you take the backup?
Backup means I have a copy. You want me to take a copy? Backup of what?
We have unzipped some files, right?
Yeah.
That one I'm speaking about.
So that we need to backup, is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
You can see the screen, I guess, Chaitanya?
No, not yet. Yeah, November. Yeah, Sagar, still it's open.
Yeah, actually, it has got stuck, actually. Okay. Let me start.
Can I take the control?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Let's go to the Windows